How's my hair looking, Martin?
It's better than mine. So we should see numbers moving there. Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Judah. Today I have with me Jed Parsons. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Second visit here after your last album. It's getting to be a regular thing.
Certainly is.
I love it. I love it.
Loved it so much last time. I brought more people with me.
I noticed that, a full band. Put me through. I had to wire everybody up. It was insane, but it sounds fantastic. So we should say the name of the album is Brunch.
It's the one.
Why is that?
Well, I think it's because the first one was Midnight Feast, and I thought, what's the next best meal? Because Midnight Feast is obviously the best meal that you could possibly eat, and brunch is probably the second, I reckon. Although people have been bringing up terms such as linner, which is lunch for dinner, or brinner, which is breakfast for dinner, which all sound pretty appealing too. But
yeah,
it's brunch.
Yes. Now you mentioned that you brought some people with you, so we're going to see a big band playing behind you. Who are these folks?
So Moses Robbins on bass and Matt Andrews on drums, who have been with me since the start.
Right.
And then Emily Browning on second guitar and Jack Page on keyboards, both fantastic singer-songwriters in their own right.
Cool. And you guys are going to try to get on tour if COVID lets you?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we're so lucky in New Zealand to be able to even dream of touring. So yeah, I'll certainly be making the most of it, and probably April, May, I'll be going far and wide.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, let's get to the first song we're going to hear, which is called What You Need. What are you going to tell me about that one?
What You Need is, it's sort of my, one of the more sentimental songs on the album, if you will. It's sort of my mental health song, I guess it's about.
There's a lot of that going around.
There is, yeah. Everyone's got funny brains.
Getting in touch with their selves and talking about it, which is a good thing, I think.
I think it's a great thing. Conversations need to happen more. And I mean, it's cliche almost to say that talking is the best thing. Of course it's the best thing, but there's people in our lives that, in the depths of despair, talking is a lot more difficult than the cliche would have you believe. Just talk about it. Yeah.
But a lot of people very good at not talking.
Yeah, exactly. So this is sort of this song is sort of my in the absence of being able to talk. Sometimes it's sort of all the things I'd like to say to someone who's having a hard time.
Alrighty, well, let's give it a listen.
So you found your rock bottom, and still you feel nothing's beneath you now. Don't it feel like you could for forever, in spite of you being already down? Oh, when love feels nostalgic, well that freaks you out, 'cause you need it now. If there's ever a time to feel grounded, let it be now. You know what you need, no need for these secrets. Keeping secrets never get you clean. You know what you need, no need for this darkness. Darkness never was something to feed. You know what you need. You know that you're only alone, and that people don't see the same dark you do. Dark that don't belong inside your world, still it feels part of you. Sometimes things that aren't real become realer than anything good for you. No, it's taken too long between calls, but look around, people bleed with you. You know what you need, no need for these secrets. Keeping secrets never get you clean. You know what you need, no need for this darkness. Darkness never was something to feed. You know what you need, no need for these secrets. keeping secrets never get you clean. You know what you need, 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 you know what you need. You know what you need, no need for these secrets. Keeping secrets never get you clean. You know what you need, no need for this darkness. Darkness never was something to be. You know what you need, no need for these secrets. Keeping secrets never get you clean. You know what you need, you know what you need.
Hi, we're here at the 13th floor with Jed Parsons. We just heard a new song from a new album. The album is called Brunch. The song was called What You Need. We're going to get to another one in a minute. But you recorded this down in Wellington, right? Which is where you live and breathe and stuff.
Well, I live in Christchurch, but
sorry about that.
No, it's fine because I sort of feel like Wellington is sort of a second home to me.
Right.
I've recorded both albums there with Lee Preble
Right.
at the Surgery Studios, and
we hear a lot about him and his goings on down there. What's the appeal?
The appeal for me is just the complete lack of pretense and the complete, mellow vibe
Right.
of the whole place. It's such a brilliant space. It's so conducive to creating. It's just such a low-key little studio, and of course he is a genius too.
Of course.
And has brilliant gear. All the analog stuff that he's got going on there, and running everything through tape delays and all that sort of stuff, I just love. I go in there and just sleep in the vocal booth.
There you go.
On a mattress and a sleeping bag, and get up and go.
Snores turn into vocals.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
exactly.
So what, did you record this pre-COVID and all of the stuff, or when?
Yeah, I started recording it probably about a year and a half ago. Yeah, so it's been quite a process with things going on in my life and things going on in the wider.
Were you planning on putting it out earlier, or?
Was
always the plan.
I think it was probably always the plan. This is the earliest as my life would allow to a release. So.
Okay.
But I'm just so stoked to have it out now. It's great to have it off my hands, as you can imagine.
I can imagine. Yep. Okay. Well, we got another song to listen to. It's called "Sad Together." Are we going to be weeping behind our cameras?
Weeping, yeah, uncontrollably. "Sad Together." It's about. I've chosen all the sentimental songs, haven't I? It's about
apparently so.
It's about being in a loving relationship, and the highs and the lows that can come with that. I think if you can experience the whole range of emotions with someone, I think that's only for the better of your relationship and the better for you as a person.
There you go.
There you bloody have it.
Oh, well, let's give it a hear then.
We get sad together, we get mad together, to the point where one could scream. When we get sad together, well, it feels like never's when we'll realize the dream. We sometimes find ourselves stumbling through darkness. We get band together from revealing other than what we're supposed to be. We get sad together 'cause sometimes it's true that things are not the way they seem. And when we find ourselves stuck but we're good together, and it's true we've always been. So when we're sad together, we're at least together, and that's all we really need. And when we find ourselves stumbling through time, we might fall, but we won't ever stay down too long. It's part of the process. There is color on the other side. Ourselves get to the point of thinking we'd be better off alone. We'd be better off alone. We won't let ourselves get to the point of thinking we'd be better off alone. We'd be better off alone. 'Cause when we fall, we won't ever stay down too long. It's part of the process. There is color on the other side. 'Cause when we fall, we won't ever stay down too long. It's part of the process. There is color on the other side.
We're here at the 13th floor with Jed Parsons, and we're listening to new tunes from his Brunch album. He and his band have kindly come around and played them for us day before the album is being released. You got nothing better to do than hang out here?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was looking for a while like we were going to be stuck at home.
Well, and
of
so
course.
this is second worst.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuck at my home now.
No,
I'm glad you're here. 'Cause, I mean, it sounds great in here anyway.
Great,
And
yeah.
bringing a big band, I just love when that happens. Although it's a lot of work, I must say. But I think hopefully we're going to make it sound good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm sure we will.
Have you guys had a chance to play much together during all this malarkey?
We've been playing a wee bit lately. There was a big dry spell when I was sort of just planning the album and having babies and all that sort of thing.
As you do.
Yeah, as you do. But yeah, we've been playing a lot lately, and we're very much looking forward to getting out on the road and sharing it with all corners of New Zealand is the plan.
Well, this is the place to be, because I've been doing Zoom interviews with people all over the planet. They all want to move here.
Yeah, of
because
course.
it's like the only place where you can do even any gig at all.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, we have some bumps in the road, but we're getting through it, and it's
Yeah.
definitely worth it. So it's good. All right, we have another song to listen to, and this is the movie night song with the K on it. So explain
Not with
how
the
that
K.
all came to be.
Well, I mean, simply put, it was a time when we said, "What's this song called?" And someone said "Movie Night," and someone said "Movie Night with a K," and we said, "Yep." And then never got
Who is
around to
this
changing
someone
it.
that?
I've got no idea.
Oh man!
Yeah, no, that's how we operate a lot of the time, is silly jokes that turn into reality. I mean, the whole song is case in point of that. It's a very silly song that somehow managed to sneak its way onto the album.
Yeah. So we're releasing an album in this day and age under these bizarre conditions. What do you hope for it?
I just hope that as many people hear it as possible, and I hope they're listening on good speakers. That's pretty much all I care about.
You know, it's all on the phone and
Yeah, exactly.
It's got to be depressing as a musician.
Well, yeah, it's interesting because there's so many things that musicians kind of hate in the way that people consume music, but at the end of the day, it's the people that are consuming the music. So
That's true.
Apparently, I've heard that artists like Drake apparently are getting their songs mastered specifically to sound good on phones because they know that's where everyone's listening to
And actually, that's not a unique or new idea, because back in the day, in the 60s, when everybody was listening to stuff on transistor radio in their cars, the engineer would actually mix and then go out into the car and listen to it on a cassette or
I've heard
whatever,
those stories,
so they could play it. So I mean, that's just the way it is. Yeah. And most of those sounded pretty good, you know. So they knew what they were doing. Well, we'll see if this works out. Did you do any of that malarkey, or no?
Not really. It was just sounding
Just
good in
make
the
it
studio. And
good on
I mean, in the studio, you always have your A, B speakers, so you've got your really nice monitors and then some crappy ones. So there's a little bit of that. If you can make something sound good on the B speakers, then you're doing all right.
Alrighty. So we're gonna hear a movie night. Anything else we need to know about it?
It turns out it's my Christopher Nolan diss track. I talk about Interstellar and inception. I didn't realise they were both directed by the same guy, but it's a song that I wrote about movies that I didn't understand and getting cross at people for pretending like they understood them. So
all right.
my song to make myself feel better.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll see you guys on stage, some place where we can all see you together at some point.
Absolutely, yeah, sort of April, May is the plan.
April, May, very good. Thanks for coming up here. Good luck with the record.
Thank you very much for having us.
My pleasure.
It's okay